Yeah, that's a good point.
I have Stephanie White doing a quick statement and then taking questions. Go ahead, Stephanie.
Just looking forward to another opportunity to step on the floor. Continue to try to get better in the areas that we need to continue to improve. And it's tough to play on the road in this league, and so we want to continue to stack days and take steps forward.
Taking questions from in the room. Go ahead.
Hi, Stephanie. Maggie Hendricks with Olympics.com. I'm wondering what Alyssa Thomas brings to your team that you think will translate well to when she's on the U.S. team.
It's hard because you look at what she does from a stat sheet perspective, and she pretty much does everything. But it's also the little things that she does. I mean, she makes winning plays, whether that's getting one-on-one defensive stops, getting a critical rebound, at a big moment, making an extra pass, initiating offense, setting. We track our screen assists. She gets a number of screen assists every ball game for us. She just makes winning plays, and some of them show up in the stat sheet and some of them don't. But I think she's going to be a really critical glue piece for Team USA.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Megan, did you have any questions?
Yes, Megan and Brendan. Go ahead.
Okay. Hi, Steph. In regards to your offense on Monday, you had mentioned it before the game. Just when you went back and watched the film, why were you so effective offensively, you think?
Well, I know this sounds simple and sometimes idiotic, but we made shots.
Yes.
We were getting the same shots that we've been getting. We just knocked them down. It started out with DB knocking down a couple of early, and every game I feel like she's seemed more in flow on the offensive end of the floor. We got open looks and we were able to knock them down. We made the right reads. When we play early in offense, when we're getting into an action in the first 8 to 10 seconds of our offense, we usually get good looks. We also played on the backside. Our initial action got us a rotation, and then we took advantage of the rotation, with our second or third pass. And we've got to be patient enough to get to that. We've got to continue to have great off-ball movement. But more than anything, our pace was really good, and we knocked down shots.
Coach, when you look at Chicago, this is the top offensive rebounding team in the league. Just how do you kind of try to keep Reese and Cardoso at bay because they are so active down there?
Well, the hard part is you can't get in rotation, and they have guards who are really, really good at getting downhill and forcing rotation. I mean, they're quick with the basketball. They get by the first line of defense. So you're automatically put in rotation. So if they miss a shot, you're scrambling to try to rebound, and you don't always get a body. And so we've got to be really disciplined, one-on-one defense. We've got to guard our yard. We've got to be able to be in the gaps off the ball, make sure that we're in really good position off the ball so that we can get back to ours. We don't have to over-rotate. And we've got to make them take angles that force them to shoot tough twos. We can't let somebody just turn the corner, get straight to the rim, and put us in rotation. And if we do all of that, then we've got to be disciplined enough to box out. I mean, you guys have seen us. Oftentimes we'll just turn and we'll try to go get the ball, but we're not winning a lot of jumping battles, right? So we've got to do a much better job of being disciplined and finishing plays.
And on DiJonai, what are you noticing from DiJonai on a day-to-day basis between games as far as what might be different as far as her work ethic and what's preparing her to be impactful for all the minutes she's in the game?
I think first and foremost, she's confident. She's been really consistent. She's been watching film. She's been, even if we haven't had practice time, she's getting up extra shots. She's talking with Bree on January. They're watching film together. And she's really just taking great pride in being an elite defender for us. And when she's focusing on that, her offense just kind of flows. It just kind of comes as well. And so, the biggest thing is she's locked in. She's engaged, and she's continuing to hunt for opportunities to get better.
Hey, Coach, last one for me. Tiffany Mitchell's had a couple of really nice games for you guys from a scoring perspective. Why has she been so effective in those moments over the course of the last few games?
I think she's settling in a little bit. It's tough to come into a new team, and especially a veteran team, and try to not step on anybody's toes or just try to fit in. And we don't need her to fit in. We need her to do what she does best. And that's get to the rim. That's get to the foul line. It's attack defenses and then make the right plays when she does get to the rim. So I think she's finally starting to find her way on the offensive end of the floor, and she's getting more opportunity. You know, I think we're being a little bit more intentional about our substitution patterns. She's getting that opportunity, and she's taking advantage.
Yeah, like last one for me too, just on that note about substitution patterns. It seemed in the first half you had some different sort of looks personnel-wise on the court than you've had before with Mariah back and working Tiffany in. Are you still feeling like we mentioned this a lot last year in the first half of the year, just trying to work out different mixes and rotations? Are you at a point now where you feel comfortable? Because it seemed that was the case in the first half the other night.
Yeah, I think we're starting to feel comfortable. I mean, it's going to consistently be managing right now with Mo, just what, you know, how she's feeling and, you know, her ability to go or not go. You know, I think we found a little bit of a flow with Tiff and still trying to work on that with Rachel. But I think Liv comes in and gives us really good minutes, you know, and how much we rotate in that post lineup depends on Breezy's minutes too. So some of it minute restriction related, some of it matchup related. In New York, it was tough for us to get AT off the floor when she was matching up with Stewie. But, you know, in every other game outside of that, I feel like we've done a better job of trying to be intentional about getting her blows as well. So we'll continue to adjust it. We'll continue to let the game kind of play out as it may. But I feel like our bench has been ready to go. They've been locked in. They've come in and they've given us a lift.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you,
everyone. Thanks.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Of course.